grab a link and throw it in random places because huzzah! I hope you guys are excited for that too. Let's see. Button. Wait, that didn't need to go in the same discussion. That was the wrong discussion.
Wrong. The wrong spot.
Correct. Alright, so let's jump down the line. Don't need that there, don't need that there. Here. We'll just throw that in the random stuffs. Fuck you, Clyde. Hi.
We yeah.
Don't worry. If you didn't before, I'll make sure you do now.
There's a slight issue. There's a problem. I'm trying to access it for non-stream sniping purposes, and there's a problem while playing playback ID. Is it just me? Because it's me or is it everyone else?
Just you.
It is
Probably.
just you. Got just transfer over to fucking Windows by now, man. Come on.
I'm accessing it from Android, okay?
Ah.
That's you, dummy.
I know. Sorry, just double checking because Bubsy still kidnapped my work.
Yes. Get started.
Okay, so hi, Simon, or Bronze Knight. I'm a subscriber to subscriber to our GM, and I play Akagi, or half of Sword. No, not Sword Saint, Champion.
Sword Saint. Sword Saint.
Yes.
The type of champion she is a Sword Saint.
Next up, Felix.
Hi, if you've been a long-time fan of the channel, you recognize my dulcet tones. And if you're brand new here, hi. I'm sorry for what's about to happen. My name is Felix. I go by Felix the Bard, Felix the Guardian, Felix the whatever the fucking acronym I want to put behind the whatever I'm feeling that day. I've been a long-time friend of Susan's and a long-time supporter and co-host of the channel. I welcome you to it. I hope we don't scare you off with everything that happens in the next few hours. But please, stick around. Enjoy yourself. Drink some champagne. And enjoy.
His tones aren't actually that dulcet.
Shut the fuck up, Rep. I'm trying here. I also have my own... Susan, you know I'm never gonna say who I play in any intro for any D&D thing I ever do.
He's playing Kesbeck, the town guard.
There you go.
Who is... Yeah, he's not happy with us, and he has issues because, well, I'm having fun.
At least he is a different guy of the same alignment, but with a brain.
I also stream on my own time over at twitch.tv/Felix the Bard. The link is in the description because Susan's a good friend. I do everything from Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous to Mass Effect Legendary Edition playthroughs. I'm currently trying to hit a goal of 50 followers, so I can start to monetize my ass, and these dulcet tones will be paid for. Thank you.
But guys, don't trust him on that one. It's not grading, but come on.
Rep, I will shove a spoon up your anus.
You're gonna have to find me first. You're coming to Arkansas, buddy? I need friends down here.
You mean Arkansas?
Yes, land of the Arcanites.
Yes, please.
Yeah, so now it's me. I'm John, and I'm playing Merrick, the group's scout, and also the group's best bagpipe player.
Yes, but that automatically makes him the first because good luck trying to play something good luck trying to make something sound better when you don't know how to play.
Yep.
And this is bagpipes we're talking about.
Remember, there's only one appropriate way to play bagpipes. Loudly. Only if you're a coward.
Now let's move along before Rep derails everything.
Again. We all know that we all
Yes.
know that my comedic genius is profitable.
I'm next.
Yes. You're next, Doug.
Speak words.
I am Stug, descendant of light artillery. Stug, son of light artillery, descendant of two racehorses pulling a field cannon. I play Ed Redshirt, an inbred noble human fighter who fights to regain his family honor.
Yes.
Alright. Now for me. Finally, the appropriate time for me to speak. Since Doug has once again screwed up my intro that I created, that he keeps trying to rip off, and keeps doing it not nearly as well as me. I am Walter, son of Walter, descendant of Walter, also known as the Reptile King. Normally, I would be playing Anders Sternriven, our man of mystery and summoner. However, he's out of town right now, and I'm bringing out a little bit of fresh horror to mess with the party. I will also soon have a Patreon set up with a whole other series of D&D adventures involving a campaign of space pirates. The Patreon will have an uncensored version where you can hear me cuss like a soldier, non-stop, as Army is my first language. Or Susan will soon have a censored version up here on her stuff if you don't want to pay for it, and you want me to fall into economic ruin. So, since I'm going to be kind of running this a little bit, I would like for everyone to turn off your lights, cover your windows. I need you in a dark room.
And you're helping him. And
I
you're
hope
also a
everyone-
party
We're
healer.
all gonna
because-
die.
I hope everyone's ready for some drama. Oh, and just so everyone knows, because this was a thing, and I want everyone to be aware. Susan and I do have many more plans on traumatizing and otherwise messing with the party. This will not be the only time I run a situation.
Go.
I won't be here for the next time, so have fun, Rep.
Uh,
Lots of it.
uh, yeah, Felix
Ah,
won't be here, but
long as
Mamsu
they're revolting.
will.
Yeah, Mumsy didn't get much of the last one. Did he watch the other video? He better have watched the other video.
Hey guys.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon.
Okay, here's
We're the knights of. We'll get to that later, Rap.
Okay, this is the town. This is Jojo Hero.
Alright, so in recap,
I don't know who's wrong.
our party has come to this town to deal with a blue dragon of significant power. However, Anders Sternriven has decided to attempt to negotiate with this dragon on his own, while the party remains back to prepare for in case he fails. Whilst here, the party has discovered the town is already besieged by a mysterious entity that has been taking the lives of the townsfolk. While most of the party was unable to catch eyes on the thing, one person in particular faced it head to head, and that was Tess. Fortunately, Tess's red mommy came out and shot some napalm at it, and it scurried away, skittering over the rooftops and disappearing from sight. It is now daytime. We are now coming to the close of that night and to coming dawn. What shall the party do over the day?
First,
Or daytime.
Akagi is going to.
The only thing he did over the course of the night was zap the flower into existence and sleep off to it.
To be fair, the rest of the party didn't get a good view of it. Only Tess did.
Yeah,
So
Yeah,
they don't know what it looks like except for secondhand descriptions from a 13-year-old. Oh yeah, so yeah, Tess is currently unconscious, so they don't even have a description of it yet.
No.
yeah. Akagi is going to spend her night sleeping on a chair in Tessa's room because if anybody decides to go after, because if that thing returns, she will be there now.
Thunderbar.
Kesbeck would have went home pretty much immediately. He had a rough night, and he just wants to check on his sister. Yay!
Yes,
No.
Brad? No.
he will do his standard morning routine. Firstly, of checking to make sure that his sister gets to her schooling safely. Secondly, of going into the office and reading the morning reports from the rest of the night patrols, and making sure he didn't lose any heads.
Thank God. It's what right now the plague is goes, thank God.
Well, you're not there. This is just Kesbeck going through his morning routine. Hush.
I meant
Kes-
the player.
Okay.
Kesbeck actually... So hold on. Question.
Yeah.
So there were no other deaths last night. That includes small-time robberies gone wrong. That includes natural causes, everything like that. Okay,
Yeah.
because if you told me no other crime was committed last night, even small-time petty crime, that would have Kesbeck more inquisitive.
To be fair, the entire town is kind of in a state of fear and panic because of the serial killer. Yeah,
Okay.
nobody wants to be out on the streets right now, so burglars are kind of hunkered down and pinching pennies.
Okay.
And just silently hoping that this thing doesn't come out. And the few who have are maybe among the piles of disassembled individuals that you have found over the few months. It only got one kill in at least.
Okay. At that, after reading those morning reports, the next thing in Kesbeck's morning routine is inspection of his people.
Their equipment is in reasonably good condition.
Good. And
are.
he will then set the morning patrol roster out. It's just a lot of busy work, but he does it in his routine, so he knows exactly what's going on in his guard day to day. He could relegate inspecting the men, handing out the patrol sheets, setting the patrols themselves. He could delegate that, but he feels like if he did and something went wrong, it would be more his fault than if he did it by himself. Yes. I would not say that he is a busybody, but I would also not say that. Yes. After all of that's been taken care of, then he would go and visit the party.
Okay.
6 a.m.
Okay, so pretty late for a guardsman. Then again, you've been up all night.
Yeah.
As a person who is on night shift, you do not wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh.
Plus, he has to wake up that early to make sure that his sister gets to school.
True. Alright.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I would
Okay.
imagine that we are at the breakfast, but I'm not sure.
Ed's eating breakfast, half expecting Keswick to show up.
Like
I
again,
didn't drink that much yesterday.
yeah, you can kind of by the mountain, you kind of understand whose breakfast that is. Yeah, let's just go with that for the sake of our sanities.
Ed,
Surprised to see
Think
you all
about
still
this.
here.
gonna
That
be
thing
here
went
until-
off their test. We are not leaving until it's burned. We are not leaving until it has been purged from existence.
Ed raises his hand. However, last night introduced a concerning development.
In
This
the
creature
defense
is
of
a
McSeven.
construct. Something.
Hold up,
someone-
hold up. Who's saying this? Ed?
Yes.
Okay, first off, how the fuck does Ed know that? Ed one has not
The
seen this
way-
thing, did not hear this thing,
Tess
did not see it
reiterated
move.
its words. Tess
Ed
reiterated
did not
its
see
words.
that, and also Ed does not have a background of knowledge to know that. So you're gonna have to roll me a fucking check before you start sitting here running off the mouth with what it is, because you don't know what I've decided it is.
No,
Oh,
Tess,
yeah,
I remember last week where its exact words were, or Tess said its exact words. Its exact words were error entrance not found. That sounds
Okay,
like
yeah, no, hold on. Does Ed know that?
Yes.
How
I
does
think
Ed know that? He's a fucking nobleman, not somebody who deals in this stuff.
Someone who has a background in military and strength statecraft. His family was the army. Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
Right.
Uh-huh.
yeah. Yeah, let's not go in a circle.
+2, so I said +3. So 5. Fred. Ted is more of a Ted is of Oath of Vengeance paladin.
I can hear you.
I can.
Oh, Lord.
Did that
And-
work? Just
and-
a second. I'm currently basically this audio device. Okay, default.
Should be able to hear you now. I checked the stream. They should be able to hear you now.
Okay, the issue is there's no like indicator that my mic is moving on my mic end. So let me just.
Ryder says
Okay,
he can
there
hear
we
you
go.
now.
Okay, it's
And for the record,
maximum
Stug,
apologies.
yeah. And for the record, Stug, on stuff like this, it's pretty clear we have knowledge checks for a reason.
Yes, that
And
way, like
you should be, if you're gonna sit here and you wanna bring out a theory on something like this, you should probably
make
try-
sure the info can be
talk it
backed
out.
up. Can be
yeah,
backed
should probably
up.
request a knowledge check so that we
Right.
can it can
And
be determined
so-
whether or not you have any idea of this stuff. Because even if the
And-
player might have an idea, that does not mean the character does.
And also to make sure your character can convey their idea accurately. I will say this though. From what the thing occupying Tess's body said, it does sound like this creature is following some kind of instruction list, and it has to follow that list very rigidly. It may be that this creature was called from somewhere to perform a very specific task. And the
However-
disruption of that window and the disruption where it could not physically get into the building to get to Tess disrupted that protocol, disrupted its ability to follow its list of parameters. Yes,
Right.
it sounds like something very specific, but then again, last night was extremely stressful for everyone involved. We will be moving forward with the information given as a result of this role. Ed is more than allowed to do further research to come to the conclusion that you as the player have reached, but he himself, the closest he's got is that this might be something that was summoned to do this very specific task.
Okay, good. This doesn't affect these two theories doesn't affect Ed's strategy out of character. This is more of a okay, out of character. Ed is more playing politics than anything else with Kezbek. So the fact, so ironically enough, what MRG just said doesn't have a lot of.
It
bearing on
doesn't change. Yeah, it doesn't change what you're doing, but it does change the information that the party has.
Okay, good. So, all right.
So
Back
do
again.
whatever you're gonna do.
Okay, it goes to Kezbek. Okay, it's very clear that this thing was either summoned or created. This introduces an interesting new challenge. We have to figure out where this thing came from. Where this summoner or the maker is. If we can find if in researching the various missing if confirmed, we find one of these missing souls does have the appropriate backgrounds, we can rest a little bit easier. But after we kill this, and secondly, this appears to be whatever it does is going to maintain itself, not its primary purpose. Which means that after we kill this thing, if we don't figure out where this originator came from, we might have this problem again. And adventure guilds as a solution to problems tend to get very expensive when unexpected shit like this comes up.
Oh,
As a person who should by all rights be an Electro Prince, I can send a few numbers to that receptionist. She will send it to a very specific desk, and within 5 days, you'll have about 10 times your normal guard under your command.
mm,
I am not after glory. I'll admit, glory and honor are nice things to a person of my background, and money can buy all kinds of food. But my heart is in the health of the empire and its people.
you done? I thank you for your little theory. Honestly, not something we considered. I will give you one kudos for that. But you will be barking mad if you think I'll hire anyone from the Adventurers Guild or anyone else. The city's god is its people. I will not look for outside help. Suggest it again, and you can leave my city.
Okay then,
Vesta
your words will be
speaks up.
remembered.
Then I hope you don't mind if we look into this on our own. We were already thinking about looking into it ourselves, but that thing came after Tess last night.
We're not leaving and Akaki just stops it and says, we're not leaving until we purge that thing and its creator. Or summoner, or whoever was behind all of this.
Ed
Do whatever
looks
you
over
like.
at this person. Okay. Ed looks over. Okay.
Also, we kind of have to stick around until Ander comes back.
Yeah, at least until then.
Yeah, not to mention the dragon.
And there is
Might be a pressing matter.
And there is, the thing we sent a warning about, but you don't believe us about that, so we're just going to let that lie until it shows up.
Whatever you wish to do.
Yep.
Anyways, so... Ed, I take it your theory that this thing was summoned or called is based on what Tess told us last night?
Yes. If we can like I said, it's a theory, and it could easily prove it's nothing if, say, one of its victims had the appropriate background.
But the thing is, tell you what, Ed, you and I will see if we'll go hit up the we'll go see what avenues of research we can pursue here.
Okay, got it.
Normally, we'd have Ander involved, but he's apparently off to go try negotiating with the giant blue scale bag. Should I be more respectful because it's a dragon? Yes. On the other hand.
Thanks to that.
Kesbeck, roll me a... I guess... Society?
I mean...
Yeah, roll me a society check, screw it, that'll do.
$25?
Okay, so, Kesbeck, you are fairly certain that this thing being summoned or created sounds almost it sounds almost nonsensical. You have a pretty thorough grasp of who is in your city, and there are no magical studies going on in your city. Not even really any not even any amateurs out there. The closest thing to it would be a lone wizard a few miles out, away, several days travel away from the city, out in the desert.
Mm-hmm. Before he dismisses it fully,
Okay.
Kespek is a fucking suspicious motherfucker. He does
Okay.
file away the wizard that he knows about, and he is definitely going to check in on that. Past that, that theory holds nothing in his brain. He's just like,
Well-
there's that one guy, check in on him. Past that,
So yeah, if he wants to, so that is information he would have, if he intends to speak further with it on the party or not. That's up to you.
no one in this, and I say this with all the kindness for all the players here in my heart that I can muster, but no one in this party has really proven him wrong about adventurers yet.
To be fair, the party, he has known the party like less than 24 hours.
Yes.
Yeah,
Very true.
So yeah, I mean, 24. I did these last 24 hours. Things have definitely not helped. So we can give basically.
Yeah, 24 hours with somebody who's actually been useful is now dead.
So we're toast. Okay. So well, I know. Okay, yes, goes well. I know only one thing that can bring us forward. We need to go back to the. We need to go back to outside this inn and then search for where it vanished.
Right.
It
But
goes
the
One last stupid question. Do we have sewers to check, and how thoroughly did you check them?
You're gonna try and hunt it down at night.
what?
Perhaps
Yeah.
you-
Roboting.
Hold on. Sorry about that. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Your-
So I said, all right, we're making some progress now. You guys are going to try and hunt for our new friend.
Yes.
Are you guys
Before
going to?
the party disperses, Vesto will look at the others. There is one thing, though. If we're all
What?
dispersing to investigate, one of us is going. At least one of the groups is going to have to take Tess with them.
Yeah. Yeah, I could just look at
Last night told us that even if she stays here at the inn, she may not be safe.
Yeah, I could just looks at Tess and then goes. I look at now that America goes. Well, I guess we take her then. We are not going to the sewers. We are going to try and go to the closest thing of arcanic stuff we can get. I.e.,
Right.
basically, she is going to ask Kazbek, is there a magic school in this city?
No.
Okay, but anything involving research into magic or anything like that?
No.
Keswick already did a check on that.
Yes,
So
but as far as we knew,
okay.
Kesbeck
And the
did
answer
not
was
share
no.
that information with the class.
Yeah, he has not shared that with the class, but there.
Yeah, I know Akagit also,
I'm
which was why she asked.
Honestly, I'm a little ashamed to admit we don't have one. It does pain me that eventually one day I'm going to have to send my sister away to some other town where she could be influenced by adventurers like you. But the best we have in terms of research and information gathering is the local library.
Well, at least it's one. Well, a library is comparison to a school dedicated to it, a library is the next best thing. So I guess we head over there.
Okay.
Tess kind of perks up a little at the mention of going to a library. Can I come?
Yes. Yes, we were planning
Yeah.
to take you there. We were
Vesta and
planning to...
I thought Vesta and I were going to go there.
No, no, I thought you were going to the sewers.
Wait, Vesta said that we were going. Wait, Vesta said that she was going to.
So according to, okay, so Ed and okay, we have two investigatory avenues here. We have figuring out if this city has any like underground sewer complexes and investigating those, and we have going to the local library and doing research. For the safety of all involved and Kesbeck's blood pressure, Vesta will be Tess, my bad, will be going with whichever group is going to the library.
That will be Akagi and Merrick. Well,
actually,
since Ed is the one who initially brought up going to the library, Akagi, Tess, and Ed will go to the library. Vesta, Merrick, and Kesbeck will investigate the sewers.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Merrick would also like to just take a look and see if he could see anything where around the scorched area where the being vanished yesterday.
Where it was. That is still there.
Yeah. Yeah, Akagi is also going to do one final look in order to at least have something to compare things to.
Yeah. To see if there is some kind of marking or if some part.
Okay. You guys can roll perception then.
Okay.
The reason we say perception is because we're not sure if Pathfinder has a.
Yeah, I failed. Yeah, I failed that.
Akaki can definitely say for certain that the wall is in fact made of wall.
And fortunately, the pyrotechnics display tested did not burn it down. On the other hand, Merrick.
All right, so Merrick, upon investigation, first off, you do notice very specifically between the bricks, holes have been holes have been shoved into the mortar, as if someone had been driving knives into the mortar between the bricks.
Yeah.
And this trails out along the wall, stopping at the scorch mark before changing direction and going upwards onto the roof, before the holes disappear and whatever the thing is stops climbing and just starts running across the surface. Beyond that, you do notice the, of course, burnt cloak on the ground.
Yeah.
If you want to investigate that, you may.
Yes, I would like to investigate that.
With a 25, I will say Kesbeck also noticed that the what basically amounts to knife marks in the wall.
Mm-hmm. Okay, he just goes, did you find anything? Because all I can see is that we were lucky tested and burned this thing to the ground.
Yeah. Well, I found this. If you look, there is some kind of knife marks here on the wall. I'm not sure what it is. If it's...
We could make an imprint of that mark.
Yeah.
So we have something to compare it to.
I will say, Kesbeck, you have done similar things as to what they're talking about, and you have the tools to do so, but they are back at the guard post.
I'll send some guards over to get the samples.
Mm,
They have the proper tools.
okay. Mm,
And
As
Marek
for
wants to take a
the-
look at this burnt robe before he
So you want to take a look
Go
at
ahead.
the burned out
the
cloak?
cloak. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll perception.
Oh.
Mm. So the cloak is pretty badly burnt.
Yep.
It kind of caught on fire from Tessa's blast and just kept burning even after the thing threw it down.
Yeah.
It's
the
beyond
no-
that. Beyond that, you can't seem to tell anything special about it. It certainly smells like death, and it's very stained and ragged.
But apart from that, it's just an ordinary cloak, as far as I
Apart from that, you can't tell any identifying features from the
No,
cloak.
no.
Kanaka,
But
you take a look at the cloak?
I mean, if you guys want to take it inside, everybody can roll. I don't care.
No, we're not taking that thing inside.
Would
Right.
I'll show them. Well, here, there's a cloak here reeking of death. It might be, and it's badly scorched. It might be worn by have been worn by the thing that attacked Tess.
Okay.
Give me 2 seconds. Hold on. I want to look at my sheet for something.
I need to
I'm
ask
gonna-
Susan something real fast in her DMs.
I'm going to roll and see what I find. And 34 on my check on the cloak.
Okay, let's let
I'm asking Susan the question in the DMs real fast.
Kesbeck also make a roll after checking something on his sheet, because investigation like this is actually well within his wheelhouse.
Yeah. I would give him a +5 on the investigation.
In
So,
addition
Susan-
to any pre-existing proficiencies.
I was
Yeah.
actually gonna ask,
Yes.
could I, perchance, use society to investigate the cloak? Not trying to find anything special about it, but trying to see if I can
You
determine
certainly can.
determine
an
the
idea.
fabric and determine who would make that in this city.
You
Yeah, you
may
can
go
certainly
right
make a
ahead.
check. Yeah, and Susan, I did DM you a question. I would need the answer
I
to that.
am in the process of figuring that out.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I got one better than I rolled the last time on society, so 26.
Awesome. So, we will let Susan get me the answer to my question, and from there, I will give
I
you the
will-
answers to your checks.
Okay. Don't mind me. I'm checking my notes for something I've been mentioned as something I wrote down as a quick little one-off. It's in here somewhere.
I am so sorry. I literally just thought of this.
It's
And I
okay.
need it for
It's okay.
death.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Dragon Rider made a comment about my thing with the wall. This wall is made of wall.
The wall is made of wall. It appears to be assembled from wall
Bricks.
All
tiles.
material.
Yeah, it seems to be assembled from wall tiles, kind of like floor tiles, except on the wall.
Can we at least stop with that? I know I rolled poorly.
Hey, it could have been worse. It could have been worse.
I could have had you walk face first into the wall.
Yes, and I've been in a party where people have rolled something, and due to their stat choices, a nat 1 became a 0. Hi, Tauros!
That's an impressive degree of failure. I appreciate that. That brings me a degree of joy.
Oh. But it does show that Crow is quick on his feet with thinking.
Yes, just, you have nat 1 to stealth check. The priest knows you're there. Avon!
Hey, let's keep going.
Anyways,
We'll distract them.
we will be here all day.
So. Oh. Oh.
Oh,
Oh. Okay.
oh.
Okay, so, it takes, it does take Kesbeck a little bit to discern, because this cloak is filthy and badly burned.
It nasty.
It's nasty. And you can smell the dead on it. But you can, after a little while, you recognize the stitching and fabric. It is from a country called Delia. Aki also recognized this since she's traveled around a bit. The kingdom of Delia is a ways off, but it is known to a degree for its network of arcane academies and research centers.
Right.
So the cloak at least is an import. It's foreign and it's from out of here.
Okay, does she share anything about...
Ed is not physically...
I will also mention that the fabric, while it is of Delian make, it's not fabric used for clothes normally. This is for packaging and storing things for either just long-term storage or shipping.
I tell you, this isn't a... Why, like, because why on earth would an Italian pack... Why would on earth would the sales say that... Why would an Italian... why would
Delia.
Italian... what? Italia.
Yeah, Delia.
Just write it down in the... Just write it down in the chat, okay?
Yeah, so we don't pronounce... So nobody mispronounces.
So Delia is the country. Delian is something from that country.
Why would Delian packaging be found here? Basically,
Alien packaging?
it's a packaging. That thing is a packaging tarp from Delia.
Ah,
Why indeed.
so someone made a cloak out of reused packing material.
Yep.
Or whatever it was attached to. Just never got fully unpackaged. We're beginning to see a full picture here. There's still much to gather.
Out of character, I do know we have got a bit CSI here.
Yes, but hey,
Yeah.
police procedural type stuff can be fun.
Yeah. So, you now have this information. What will you do?
RKK is going to take Ed and Tess to the library to look for anything involving Delia, anything there, or, well, look through, or basically going through our public records, look down and finding information about Delia, anything that could explain how the hell Delian packaging material ended up wrapped around a serial killer.
Before Kesbeck and the others go into the sewers, he is going to find one of his men on day patrol.
Not too
Okay.
hard. You find the gentleman.
Yeah, not difficult. You already know the patrol routes.
You're the one who set him.
Yeah.
He's going to look at that man and go, when you go back to the barracks, tell those on clerk duty that I need full write-ups of every shipment that came to this city from Delia or any Delian merchants. That includes trade routes and all the likeness. Doing so will reward you with a moderate increase in pay.
This guy is obviously enthused, as any long-term increase in pay means long-term benefits to his life. So, he quickly and excitedly makes his way back to the guard's keep to start trying to get this information.
I did not.
This
tell
man
him
is
to leave.
you know this man is actually probably going to try and do this himself if he can.
I did not tell him to leave his post. A shame. He went against orders.
In the man's defense, you did not clarify.
I
told him-
did.
You told him.
I said when his patrol was done. If he's leaving now, he's abandoning his patrol.
Okay, I misheard that. Actually, yeah, the man does continue with his patrol. He is one of your guards, and Kesbeck strikes me as the kind of guy who breathes down his neck and does not allow a flip of discipline.
Does not allow fuckery.
Out of character, I can't see why he wouldn't like Takis.
No. Kes
At
Kesbeck
least,
runs a
at least he doesn't have to deal with curse ice.
Anyways,
But
you
acting
were
like
saying-
you know, Bronze, you don't.
Kesbeck runs a tight ship, mostly because when he was lieutenant or just a plain guardsman, the captain before him was very flippant, and that led to a lot of unnecessary deaths.
Basically, he's running a tight ship. He's running a tight ship because he feels like he has to.
He takes his job very seriously. I respect that.
Mhm.
Okay, so who do we want to follow first? Sewer patrol or library patrol?
I can flip a coin. Leaders of each patrol call it.
So wait, who is actually in charge of each patrol?
Akagi and I think me and Felix are gonna call it. Okay, Felix, heads or tails?
Tails.
All right.
Tails.
All right, so we will follow the library patrol. I hope everybody's excited for that.
Well, wait. Kesbeck is leading the sewer patrol.
Yes, he is. He is doing that. He is leading sewer patrol. So we will go down into the sewers first.
Okay. Cool. Give me a sec.
And one moment, I need to find a sewer map.
Yeah, only the player and only me and Dad, and let's see, it's me and Stug. The two of us can only act as players. Our characters have no idea what the hell is going on down there.
Okay, so let's see. Merrick,
Yeah.
Tess, and
No,
Akaki are
no-
going to the.
No, it's Ed, Tess, and Akagi going to the library. That was
okay.
that was it, wasn't it, or something like that?
Yeah, I think that was.
Okay. Everyone else is going to the sewer.
Yep.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Which means
All right,
I
so-
need to go. Which means I need to pull a. Which means I need to get a sewer map whipped up real quick.
Yep.
Don't worry, that won't take long.
Yeah, it's a very common destination in D&D, isn't it?
Yes, it is, for some godforsaken reason.
Hey, those sewer
Uh,
rats ain't gonna kill themselves.
Out of character, the sewers were basically where we found Abelin, wasn't it?
Kinda, sorta, maybe, anyway.
I will say this. Kespec does have a patrol, sweep the sewers for giant sewer rats every now and then.
They are a real concern in D&D. So.
That patrol is usually initiates or people who have mouthed off to him recently.
People
Damn.
who have decided to
Game
play
to the new guys. That's just that.
It could be worse.
Yeah, he could be dealing with the fucking nobility. Ooh.
He calls this patrol Poop Patrol.
Alright, who's going on Poop Patrol?
The poor
Trevor, you've been a naughty boy.
The poor unfortunate soul.
It's just like, oh, you're mouthing off to me, Corporal.
Hey,
Interesting.
Hey. Watch with that corporal stuff. That's me you're talking about.
I did not know that.
Yeah, how you do?
Allow me to amend this, then. Oh, you're mouthing off to me, Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams.
Go ahead, show us the characters you really don't like in Mass Effect, why don't ya?
To most of the human ones.
Oh, we're racist now, are we?
Listen, when I got Garrus on one side, Rex on the other side, Ashley's just kinda basic.
She doesn't have a side to be on.
She is there.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yes, just, give me one moment. Who keeps feeding these rats? They're the size of horses. Dude, if your rats are the size of horses, you have a fucking problem.
Oh yeah, that would be another Delian import.
The giant
Giant
fuck
lab
off,
rat.
the giant fuck off rats.
They went through some experimentation.
There was...
The big one's name is Carl.
Kazbek probably took one look at those and went, no. Get that out.
Ha!
I don't know. I mean, he is of an appropriate species. They might look tasty.
Grill it, fry it, and dip it in butter.
Thon.
Oh,
Thon.
God.
What do you think the Delians were experimenting with? Yeah. We might run into a sewer gator.
Strong, maybe?
I'm gonna put this out there just for me. Rep, don't hurt me too bad for saying this. I've never tried out Kespec's class in actual combat.
Oh, this is gonna be fun then.
So I'm actually kind of looking forward to the first fight I get to play him with, because that's gonna be me learning how to play Kespec in combat.
Okay.
So I hope his first fight isn't the boss, so I'm sitting there figuring out how it fucking works. Like,
I'll give you some rats to smack around.
yeah, that's why I signed up for Sewer Patrol, because I'm like, no, I could get a fight. I could kind of learn how it fucking works, you know? Learn how Pathfinder combat. It could be fun. Could be fun.
Yeah.
I just hope that doesn't jinx us, and now Rep's over here fucking villain greasing his palms while stroking a cat. Just like, ooh.
In his case, that would be a dog.
Yeah, the cat doesn't like me. See, I figured out the best way to torment a cat is to put your body's odor in a spot that they can't clean off. So yeah, I may do that to the cat on occasion. Torment the cat without actual abuse. Nah, Sebi needs to stay in her cage. So yeah, like, you know, you go out, you work hard, you get sweaty. Just stick the cat. It's right at the back of the head or nape of the neck. And just stick them in your elbow there. Rub your elbow, or not your elbow, your armpit. Right there. Cover them in that your stank, and yeah, that will thoroughly torment the cat.
Now, I will say this.
Hey, Susan?
Yeah?
ADHD check. How's the map coming?
We are almost done.
Got it.
The reason this is taking a bit is I want this to do double duty as both sewer system and the water treatment facilities.
Okay.
Because y'all are right near a desert.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, sorry, this took a second. I did not anticipate you guys going down into the sewers today.
You're all good.
Hey,
Excuse me a moment. So, we're focusing today on the sewer brigade. May God have mercy on their unfortunate souls. Fortunately for all of you, nobody in this party has any kind of advanced sense of smell.
or at least the
Yeah,
part
down
of
there
it.
in the bowels of the sewer, you don't need one.
I
You're
could
gonna
use,
be suffering either way.
Akaki has very advanced. Akaki senses did get a boost, so she might have soup. She
We
might have a
need to make some so you might need to make
Akaki,
some
make-
die rolls.
in
Akaki,
case
make-
I. But I am.
Make a fortitude save right now.
No, I can't because I'm not going down there. That's a different group.
Yeah.
You're as you're walking to the library, you're thinking about it a little bit too hard.
Alrighty. Could everyone I'm going to move you guys very briefly to where all of your characters are. Ed, Merrick, Kesbeck, please copy your character tokens.
Don't you mean Vesta Don't you mean just American
I will
Kesbeck?
grab my own. I'm telling the players. Everybody,
Hey, look, here's Green Girl.
everybody, grab your Everybody, copy your character token.
Copy. How?
Right-click, copy.
I
Right.
right click and it brings up dots.
Yeah.
1 sec, I got it. I'll get you guys brought over. It might be just the copy paste thing might just be a thing I can do as a DM.
Yeah,
It might be.
yeah, the Uno the Game Master can copy paste stuff.
And you guys are gonna need your tokens, so I know who's where. Hi, Lila. What can I do for you? Can I help you in any way, shape, or form? Lila, I love you. Please go away.
Remember what I taught you, Susan. Yeet, yeet, kitty delete.
No, she is a sweetie pie most of the time.
Debatable.
She's a lovely kitty. She's just very, very lovey. Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Hello, and welcome to the next episode.
Part of me wishes this was being done via webcam. So we have Merrick, Kesbeck, Vesta. Who else was going down into the unpleasant?
It was just us three, I think.
Yeah, it was just the three of them.
Yeah.
Right.
Tess,
I love you, but no.
Tess said and Akagi went to the library.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can you get me where I can see the unpleasant?
Oh, I'm about to drag you guys over.
Okay, cool. I didn't know if you had gotten me or everybody. Or if you just gotten them.
Slunk. When I take the players, it takes everybody.
Wunderbar! I hope
Welcome.
you guys are... Welcome to the Pit of Stank! So, I will let you guys move around and roll perception checks as you see fit. Have fun.
Yeah.
Boop. Bip. Bop.
Boom, boom.
Oh wait, hold on. I can roll over here.
Hello.
Boom, 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 boom.
So, who wants to be...
Since I'm not looking for.
So we've got a 28 from Kesbeck to investigate.
Alright, from where he's at right now?
Yeah.
Kesbeck is. It looks like he's going to be patrolling through the entire facility.
I'm not the one making that arrow.
Rap.
To make it clear, my arrow is blue.
Okay. So, Kesbeck, you're actually pretty used to this because one of the first things you take prospective recruits on is the sewer patrol.
Mm-hmm.
So you're actually pretty used to this. You do not need to make any die rolls. I'll say. You have gone nose blind to this shit.
Cool.
Okay, so you got a 17 plus 11?
Yeah.
Well, it is, of course, a rancid odor as per usual. Beyond the normal sewer rats, the walkway beside the water treatment area and the sewer seems fairly barren. Though you do notice the sewer rats are looking particularly fat.
Like fatter than normal.
They've been eating very well lately.
Something's been dropping food down here.
Yeah. Or at least something edible.
See. Mortier, you pretty much observed the same thing, except for you, the smell. You're not used to this smell. It is
Ooh.
Oh.
fucking terrible. This is some of the most rancid things you've ever smelt in a long while. Mostly because this being by a desert, they don't use as much water with their sewage as other places.
No.
There is a reason the water on one side of that series of grates is brown.
Yeah, that water is a little bit closer to pudding than is normal for a sewer.
Don't ask questions.
Yeah. Hope you're excited for that one. So,
Yeah.
who else are you guys? So, I will say these. Hold on. These are entrances, and you can walk across this.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
So
gotta
you
be
can't
some
go-
sort of filtration system.
Yeah, so you can't. Yeah, there. You can walk across the filtration thing, and you can go through those into those 3 rooms there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the filtration things have to be they need to be able to bear weight so the poor schmucks can get out and clean the filters. Lila,
Yep.
I love you. Please get off me.
I've given you the solution so many times. Well, the rats are certainly fat off something, Ryder, but
Yeah.
they
We
don't know what
yet.
Yeah.
Cat, I love you.
Mr.
Down.
Mr. Kesbeck, should we take a look into the rooms? To the first room here.
Yes, we should do a proper patrol here.
Yeah. You have much more experience with this than I do, so please lead and I'll follow.
The cat's getting excited hearing about rats. Well, she does have the strongest prey drive of any cat I've ever clapped eyes on, so a distinct possibility. How do we know she has a strong prey drive? Felix, how many times this week has Lila attacked your ankles?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, so go ahead and give me another perception check in that room. Okay, Susan must go and perform the call of nature. All right. Ooh. Okay. What's Merrick rolled?
He rolled 35.
No. Oh, okay. You already rolled it. Okay, never mind. I missed. I did not see that. All right. So at first glance, for Kesbeck doesn't really particularly notice anything too strange about the room. However, Merrick, being the eagle-eyed scout that he is, notices the mortar and brick seems a little off on this corner. It almost seems like it's been carved around, and the brick it's almost like a human size. It's the wall has been carved into, and then the portion of wall removed and then put back in place. You'll also notice there's a lot of There's a few grind marks on the floor in front of that wall, and every now and again you see a little gap that one of the rats will crawl into.
So, Mr. Kesbeck, please come here and take a look at this. There seems to be, if you see the wall looks different here in this corner.
And we will. We'll wait a little bit until.
Oh, I have returned.
Oh, you're okay.
I'm just going
Okay,
to
cool.
double check what my I'm just double checking what spells, if any, I have access. What spells I have at the moment that might be useful for this at the moment.
Okay.
Sadly, I Sadly, it appears I do not have anything that would allow me to help from a spell department. But would you say, Rep, that it's entirely possible? Could Vesta's skill in, let's say, nature, would that be helpful?
Potentially. What exactly are you going for?
Well, you mentioned that. I know you mentioned in passing that that there were animals down here.
Yeah. You do have the rats.
Could Could Vesta use her knowledge of nature and how animals usually are to look at these animals down here and see if something's up or not?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, awesome. They're fat! And that's about it.
Well, you got about as much as Kesbeck did. The rats are fat. They've been eating well.
Yeah, Vesta kind of just picks one up. Just kind of holding it between her hand. Just kind of holding it in her two hands. Well, this thing certainly is a fat little bastard.
It wriggles and squeaks loudly. It does not want to be held, and
It does not like
normally it would have bitten you by now, but fortunately Vesta knows what she's doing when handling an animal.
Yeah, she's just holding it, like her hands are between its front and back legs, so it can't reach. She's just holding it up like just, goodness, you're fat.
Yeah, so it's squirming a lot.
She just kind of sets it down, just like, away with you.
It kind of squeaks and hisses before it scampers away and disappears down a hole. So
It's times like this I knew some of the I wish I knew the magics my teacher did. She could speak with beasts the way you and I speak.
So the wall.
The question is, though, why are they being? How on earth? Is it normal for those to be that large?
No.
Merrick, you said you found something?
Yes, take a look at the wall here. It's distinctly different from the rest of the wall. And there are scratch marks on the floor, if you see here.
All right, let's have a look.
You'll-
What would we roll to investigate this? Because for reasons known only to God, Pathfinder 2E doesn't have, like, an investigation skill. Would there
That is a good question. We can always just roll perception again, or you could try interacting with it, I guess.
Although Vesta is more a creature of the wild places, she's still gonna be, like, sort of looking into it and seeing, like, okay, what is this?
So, were you there for the description of the wall?
Yes, I was here for the description of the wall. It's scratched up, and
Yeah. The floor in front of it has a lot of scrape marks, and the wall itself, you have a vague human-sized cube or rectangle where the mortar has been dug out around the edges of the rectangle.
Vesta thinks for a minute, and then she reaches over, grabs at one edge of the wall, one edge of this rectangle, and tries to pull on it, following the path of the scrapes in the floor.
Give me a strength check.
Thank God Vesta's actually pretty strong. Would this be like athletics or something, or just flat strength?
Yeah, make it athletics.
With a plus 13 to her athletics, and a base roll of 18, that is a 31.
You can feel it shifting and budging. It's kind of grinding, but you're not able to get it open, at least not by yourself.
Some help, gentlemen?
Yeah,
This seems to be... I think this might be some kind of doorway. I can feel it moving, but I'm not strong enough on my own.
Merrick tries to help.
Alright, you give me a strength check too.
Athletics.
Athletics, yeah. Give an athletics
Yeah.
check.
Caspec's athletics is in the chat.
Whee!
Okay.
The dice fucked me.
So,
Okay.
but the thing is, this
Fortunately.
is 3 people hauling on it.
Fortunately, Vesta's got the muscle. So you guys helping is just enough. You manage to pull this thing out. It grinds against the floor. There are no it's not attached to anything. It's just been dug out and then just replaced. As you pull, you guys can't manage to keep control of it. It's just too large and heavy. It falls to the ground and just shatters across the ground. And the moment it falls over, you guys are hit with the most god-awful smell you have ever had in your life. It is
This
just
smacks-
pure decay,
this
basically
smack-
blasting you in the face.
This smacks
It almost
of
feels-
fortitude save.
Yeah, everybody make a fortitude save.
Fortitude save to not bow to the porcelain god. That is a 28 for Tess.
24 for
And
Merrick.
28 for Vesta.
Yeah, I meant to say Vesta. My bad.
25. My dice seem to like
Okay.
the number 25.
All right. Well, Merrick does not pass, but the rest of you guys do. Merrick, it's a good thing you're already in the sewer because you are vomiting on the floor. You do manage to avoid vomiting all over yourself, but yeah. If there was any booze in your stomach, it's not there now.
Well,
Inside, you find just a huge pile of rotting flesh and bone. This stuff is gone so far into decay that it is turned black and is liquefying on the floor.
whoa.
And the pile is several people's worth. If Kesbeck were to hazard a guess, this is where a lot of the missing homeless people have gone.
Vesta has covered her mouth and nose with a cloth.
And Merrick is in the corner, and
Voiding his stomach contents.
yep.
Oh. After it as you guys are looking at this thing, the pile shifts and gurgles and moves. Susan, I would like for
Yes?
you to give me 3 giant rats.
Understood.
Said giant rats have pulled themselves out of the pile of flesh that they had buried in and been gorging themselves. These rats are easily the size of a small dog.
I will now go attempt to find a stat block for it. I will now go attempt to find a block for a giant rat. I can only imagine poor Kesbeck's train of thought aside from, oh dear God.
His train of thought is this. I'm gonna fire whoever was last on patrol here and missed this.
Well, to be fair, it's in a corner.
It was pretty well hidden behind a corner.
Whoever said Kesbeck was fair.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah, we're to the point that if it weren't for the fact we have context, it would not be. You wouldn't be able to tell what this flesh used to be coming from, Ryder. It is just a pile of rotting meat goo. This stuff is old.
Meat goo.
Yeah. Blackened, decayed sludge. I would say it would be best to avoid getting the teeth of these rats on you because their mouths are coated in this shit. They have been gorging themselves.
PQR. Where did Stug go?
Stuglypuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
It says you dropped out of Roll20. Just wanted to check on you.
Did I?
Did
Right here. Alright.
Oh, must have refreshed the page or something. Don't worry about it too much. It's here somewhere.
While we wait for Susan, I'm about to make some noise.
What kind of noise?
20 D20s!
Why?
Why not?
Was that for a reason, or okay? That was just for shits and giggles.
Yeah. It was
Okay.
just so something fun visual happens. Oh,
Okay.
wait, no! No! Susan doesn't have it where she can see my 3D dice! No!
No one does.
Damn it! did all of that.
That was
No,
really a big rat. Ah,
I
that's
had
the
to
small reason.
I had to resize it a little bit. We are not dealing with like
You're not dealing with normal rats. You're dealing with Mr. Biggins and his other two friends. And wouldn't you know it, you're in a tight spot. Oh, is that Merrick who's cornered?
well, Merrick was in the corner puking his guts out. I had to
Yeah.
I have to put
Yeah.
them someplace.
Yeah.
Somebody's getting put in a corner one way or the other.
If you would be so kind as to send me the stat block and
Technically, I'm using the thing for a rat swarm.
yeah. Oh, rat swarm.
Because there isn't technically a thing for rat giant.
I just found it.
Oh, well, there wasn't a token for it, but if you've got the stat block, go ahead and use it.
Yeah, I got a stat block for it.
Yeah, feel free
I hope
to use
everyone.
that.
Oh yeah.
This is... I am detecting advanced... Nope.
Yeah, this is filth. Have fun.
This is just a...
Yeah.
Okay, so I take it this is the point where we all roll initiative.
Yep, roll initiative, suckers.
I have a feature that adds 2 to everyone's initiative.
Oh,
thank
thank you.
Thank goodness.
So we're
Let me
now
look
going
here,
to-
make sure I don't have any special features to initiative. I don't think I do, but allow me to look first.
Mr. Biggins only got a 6.
I just have to see where initiative is listed.
Mrs.
It's your
Biggins got a
dex-
19.
It's your dex mod.
So it's my dex mod. So dex mod plus 2.
Grandpa Biggins got a 7.
On one hand, I love your enthusiasm as a DM. On the other hand, Jesus Christ.
Can you give me control of the rats, please? Since I'm going to be traumatizing the rest of the party with them.
Yay! Sure, I'll give you command of the. I will give you command of the rat boys. And
Okay. I have nothing that allows me to, instead of rolling a dex, I could... I know there are things that allow you to roll, intimidation for initiative, but I do not have any of those. So it's dex, and bronze gives a +2.
It's my dad.
Oh, it's dex, and bronze father gives a +2.
Yeah.
So, boop. There you go.
Ooh. Okay. So. Yes, it's a 9. Okay. Was that last roll Mortier's
My last roll was my initiative, so it's a 12.
okay. You're going to give that one a red dot, that one a blue dot, and that one a green dot. Because I know exactly who everybody is.
oh goody.
Oh, goody. I don't have to waste one of my 3 actions on move.
Yeah. Everything is right there. Also, probably Kesbeck. Jesus fucking Christ, you knew the rats down here got big, but you didn't know they got that big.
They'll get put down like the rest.
Alright, so, we just need Vestas.
I rolled mine. 15 plus 6, 21.
Ooh. Well, we know who's going first. Alright. Vesta, 'tis your turn. What will you do?
Okay, just... just a moment. I'm trying to figure out the range of something, Rep, and you are not helping. You forget who has the mute privileges in this call.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is just... Okay, so that's a terrible... So... That's a terrible idea. That's also a terrible idea. That's not... as bad a terrible idea.
Susan, what are you planning?
Oh, I was just checking what of my spells would not do friendly fire.
So kind of going
Night
through...
spaces are a pain in the ass, aren't they?
Oh, yes.
So basically the same thing as yesterday.
Yeah, it's just, how do I not friendly fire my friends? Hello, cat. What can I do for you? Have you heard that we're fighting giant rats and come to provide moral support? Hello. Well, at least she's not bugging Felix.
Oh no, she'll wait till my stream later today to do that.
Remember what I taught you. Yeet, yeet, kitty delete.
Do not delete the kitty. She is so soft and fuzzy. But yes.
Exactly.
Off my lap.
Perfectly designed to be yeeted without serious injury.
Anyways, so... So, Vesta... So there is shit, like, directly the fuck in front of me.
Yeah, that rat is just right fucking there.
I'ma poke it with my spear.
Okay. Roll that.
That is a grand 24 to hit.
Alright, 24. One off from a crit. So... How much damage you doing?
Let me roll for damage. That is a whopping, with her first attack, with her first use of an action to poke with spear, she does 5 points of damage.
All right.
And that is piercing damage, if it matters for anything.
Enough of these guys. They're not exactly elite.
It's just a giant fuck off rat.
Yeah. So, the rat squeals in pain, and that's kind of it for that attack. As your spear kind of lodges in its gut.
Just fuck.
You're gonna have to wash your spear off after this. That's for damn sure.
And
yeah. Also, as your spear lodges in its gut and you pull the spear out, the amount of rotting flesh that is now mostly liquid that this thing has been gorging on, some of that just starts squirting out. It's just, there's a hole, its stomach is very full, and you just put a hole in it, and that stuff is now just squirting out the side of this rat.
Okay, so
As it squeals, and it's it's hissing and snarling at you.
So because this is a spell that is not mentioned as having a attack range, not being a ranged attack, I would like to use my last 2 remaining actions to cast a cantrip.
Okay.
The cantrip is called Gale Blast.
Okay.
Every creature in the area, which is a 5-foot emanation around Vesta, needs to make a fortitude save.
Okay. So, our little ratly friends.
It's mostly red rat and blue rat.
Redmond and Blutarch rats.
12 and a 21.
So, remind me, what are the rules for a crit fail?
A crit fail is 10
10
lower
below.
or a 1.
And what
So if
was
it's 10 below,
well,
crit success.
Well, her druid DC, which I imagine is her spell DC, is a 25.
So,
Which one got that 11?
the blue rat got the 12.
Okay, so blue rat got 12. Blue rat is going to take double damage and is yeeted 10 feet away.
So, yeah, so blue rat.
And I just need to roll for damage. And
Roll.
red rat takes also takes full damage and is pushed 5 feet away. So the rat that made the save, this is only in a 5-foot burst, so only red rat and blue rat should have taken.
Yeah, only red rat and blue rat took the save.
Okay, I was just saying something because it appears that changing the HP total for one has changed the HP total for all of them.
Yeah, they're actually. Oh wait, that should be a.
I'm sorry, just that's the. I only could. I'm just gonna ignore it. It's just a thing I thought you might need to know about.
Okay. Yeah.
But anyways, so So red rat, who was at full health, has taken 5 points of damage.
Yeah, he's taken 5 points of damage. They all have 8. They're starting at 8 HP. They're not exactly the toughest things out there.
Yep.
Probably not exactly the healthiest either.
Yeah. Blue rat, who already took some damage, because he crit failed, he took 10.
Okay, I thought you said I thought you attacked the red rat first.
It's a burst effect.
Okay. No, I mean with the spear attack. You attacked the red rat with the spear attack?
No, I poked either red rat or blue rat. It doesn't matter too much because blue rat is deceased.
Yeah, blue rat is deceased.
So, question. I imagine Kesbeck has an opinion about seeing like a small dog-sized rat just get yeeted over his head and just splatted on the wall.
Yeah, so red rat and blue rat are both dead. And let me roll something real fast. That is. I'll get that. Okay, so what happened? You let out that burst of wind. Red Rat is dead.
So I can remove him from the field of play.
Very dead. Very dead. Red Rat is dead, and
Let's remove him from.
he's well. No, we'll just leave the X. He got slammed into Green Rat. Green Rat took 3 damage off of that.
Yep.
Blue Rat was sent flying across the room, smacked into the wall. Took both damage from your spell and it doesn't really matter, but bludgeoning damage. However, the impact with the wall caused Blue Rat's engorged stomach to burst. And Kesbeck, make a reflex save.
Oh,
I'm
fun.
sorry. I am so sorry.
Luckily, reflex is my best save.
I am so sorry.
I am expert in reflex.
Okay.
Wonderful. Make the save.
That one for comedy.
No.
28.
Alright, Susan, what's your class DC?
25. He avoided getting splattered with rat.
Oh yeah, the rat explodes basically upon impact the wall. Kesbeck, you manage to just duck and just hold up. You manage to just kind of duck and kind of get yourself partially behind mortar, and most of the sludge just completely misses you. The partially digested, entirely rotted human flesh that these things have been feeding on. Fortunately, it is just splattered across the floor and across the wall that this thing's bounced off of, and its corpse is just laying on the floor. Once again, very dead.
This is probably the foulest aroma ever.
Also, Vesta.
Yes.
You also get to make a reflex save, because guess what happened when you hit the rat with the hole in the gut? Yeah.
Reflex is not my best. All of my saves are pretty equal, so let's see how this goes. 22.
Okay. Fortunately, due to the fact that you've given the sludge an escape route in the rat's body, it comes out less as a just splattered everywhere and more of a condensed stream. Yeah.
The downside, though, that is still under my DC.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna say that because of the fact that you gave it the escape route and it has a squirt effect instead of a splatter everywhere effect, the DC is easier on this one. So you do manage to sidestep it as it just hoses down the wall behind you.
Just looks
With
at
just
it.
The most foul, rotting, partially digested blood
Goo.
that you have seen in a very long while.
I planned on eating after this. I'm sorry, Stuck. Someone is laughing uncontrollably in the background. That would be my husband downstairs.
Welcome for this.
No, I don't think he's watching this. I don't know. But anywho, so, I'm sorry, Stug. I didn't know you were planning to eat after this.
Yeah, it's also it's a little bit chunky, by the way.
Yeah.
Part of it is from bone, part of it is the stuff that isn't quite as rotted away. So part of the chunky is like hard bits. Part of it is it's squishy. It's not pleasant.
Vesta, seeing that the yeeted rat almost hit Kesbeck, is just like, sorry. You okay?
Perfectly fine.
Great.
So
that is basically all that Vesta can do with her turn.
awesome. It is Merrick's turn.
Yeah. Is it too? Merrick is actually a ranged person, but is it too? But that seems too cramped to be using some kind of ranged weapon inside, or is it?
It's not.
You can go ahead and pull a shot. I will say,
If he uses the short
Green Rat.
bow,
yeah, he can pull he can pull a shot off.
Yeah.
Green Rat is in half cover due to Kez being right there, but yeah, that more than makes it roll damage.
Yeah. Hmm. I need to add some stuff to it as well. So add a 2 to that one.
Okay. Yeah, Green Rat is also dead. You shoot the arrow, it just whips right past Kezbek, kind of almost blurs past his arm, makes him feel like he almost got hit, and then just lodges right between the rat's eyes, and it drops dead, fortunately without exploding everywhere. So, congratulations on the much cleaner kill of Green Rat.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah.
Okay, so you've discovered that mess.
Yeah.
So that combat is now
Resolved.
over. What will you guys do now?
Vesta kind of picks her spear back up, cleans the tip off on a rag, and puts it back in the holder on her back. Well, that was exciting.
Exciting's a word for it.
Sorry about almost hitting you with the rat. Anyways,
Good.
we should probably go in there. Who wants to go first?
Oh,
Actually, I might be able to help. You see, Vesta kind of shrug off her pack and start sort of rummaging around inside it for a moment. Finished it, but never got the opportunity to actually... Where are you? Aha! There you are! She takes out what, to all the world, looks like a little rag doll. There you are, little one. All right. She looks at Merrick. Don't tell Ander.
no, sure.
She kind of, Kezbek, you see her kind of put her index finger into her mouth and just kind of, and sort of run it across one of her canines, actually breaking the skin.
Kezbek grips his sword a little bit.
And she puts a little symbol, which Kezbek doesn't actively recognize, over where the doll's heart would be. And she just sort of, and she holds it close to her chest and says something in a language you're not entirely familiar with. In fact, you're probably not familiar with at all, because Druidic is a secret tongue. There's a brief little pulse of light from the doll, and she kind of takes it away from her chest, puts it in like a little... It's actually a tiny version of her own clothes. And as she's doing this, Kezbek, you swear to God it's moving!
Yeah, great. Would this be anywhere near any stories Kespec has heard of blood magic.
That would be an Arcana check, I believe.
Yeah, go ahead and make that check, friendo.
Oh boy.
Are we about to have a conversation?
Are we about to have a conversation? Or are you about to have a sword in your throat? He doesn't know a lot about magic. I will say that.
Yeah, so I'll say this. You remember what the priestess said about how Vesta didn't feel entirely human?
Mm-hmm.
In her favor for you not perforating her currently is the fact that she used her own blood, and it appears to just be a completion of something instead of actually like an ornate ritual or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, and also the fact that you don't see any parts of this doll from another person, you're not sure what you're looking at, but it doesn't actively appear to be a threat. Rep as the DM, Vesta has finished. This is essentially Vesta, for the very first time, activating her puppet familiar.
Okay.
She just kind of holds it for a moment as if letting it get its bearings, and then she sets it down on the ground and kind of nudges and kind of... Well, actually, she sets it on her shoulder. Shall we?
Marek tries to cover his mouth and nose and tries to avoid tries to avoid the stench and tries to avoid to throw up again.
So
So
the party heads in, I assume.
is this? But was this actually an entrance, or was it just a niche? Niche was my.
There is a room in there. It's kind of dark. Does anyone have dark vision?
Vesta
Nope.
does, due to...
Or a light source?
Vesta does possess dark vision due to her heritage and her background.
Okay. It actually doesn't take you very long to look into this room. It is a smaller room, even smaller than the cramped space you were just fighting these rants in. It doesn't have any other entrances or exits. This looks like it's just been a hidden spot that's been used as a dumping ground for the flesh that has been piled up in here.
Yeah, so as Vesta steps in... Sorry, you go.
I was just going to say, Kespec does not have dark vision, but he does have low light vision.
Okay. Depends on whether or not you guys are using a light source.
We have torches available to us.
Okay. So you guys have some torches, so even outside, due to the low light vision, Kesbeck can kind of see the same thing that Vesta is seeing.
Vesta steps fully into the chamber, and
there is a distinct squelch as you step into the chamber, even with most of the meat piled up in the middle. There are just like random, very heavily decayed organs laying on the floor, and it is very difficult to walk in this room at all without putting your foot down on it.
Yeah, once Vesta fully steps into the room, She turns back to look at the others, and this is only really visible because of the darkness of the room. But one of Vesta's eyes, the green one, the other one is actually gray. Her green eye is glowing slightly.
Okay.
Specs grip tightens on his rapier.
Just, am I gonna have to stab this lady and put her in a ditch? She's not normal.
This is not a usual individual.
What the fuck voice was that?
I have a wide variety of weird voices.
I noticed. But anyways, Vesta would like to investigate the room to see if we can figure anything else out about it.
All right. You can roll perception if you want.
She will gratefully accept any assistance anyone in the party has to offer.
I'll try as well. Do I need a fortitude check first, or?
You're
I will.
starting to go a little nose blind, but
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I will say that that you guys are covering your mouths and got rags over your faces, so you don't. The smell is not. You guys are protecting against smell. You're ready for it now, instead of just getting blasted in the face by it. So you don't have to roll fortitude checks, but this is very, very unpleasant.
Yeah. So I'll not very good.
So
I think you guys got really high fucking numbers. Is Kazbek gonna roll a check or?
So
Give me 2 seconds.
Remind me, what stat are we using? What skill are we using
Perception.
Perception.
We're just using. It's just gonna be perception.
Perception's not listed on my sheet for some reason.
It should be right around where your saves are.
Oh, it's where my saves are. I'm dim.
Yeah.
Yes, make a perception save.
It's between the skills and the hit points on my sheet. So I don't know if your sheet.
Yeah, if you're using the same sheet that you gave me, Susan, it's between skills and hit points. Kind of got its own little thing with a little magnifying glass. What's it?
I'm using a different mechanism, but there it is. It for some reason it's on the same thing as my my weaponry.
Everyone's got weird fucking sheets. Okay, cool. That's fine.
16 plus 15 is a 31.
Jesus.
Okay, so
Makes sense since she has proper fucking dark vision in here.
Okay, so what you find in there isn't terribly revealing. You do find that this room has been dug out recently. Not too recently. It's several months. It's a few months old, but this is certainly something that is newer and is not intended to be part of the construction. Whatever dug this out, it almost looks like someone had been using daggers to claw the wall apart.
This is
Vesta can tell very specifically the blade, whatever was clawing this wall open, the blades are actually too thin to be proper claws. They are very, very sharp, but definitely not built for digging.
Are they somewhat like the ones that we saw on the wall?
Is there what?
Would it be like... Would the dimensions of whatever digging implements were used, would they be similar to the implements the thing was using to stick to the wall?
Yes. They are pretty much identical.
I have good news and I have bad news, gentlemen.
Oh, beautiful.
Yo. Yeah. What?
Good news. This chamber is recent, within the last couple of months, and obviously not intended as part of the main construction of this sewer system.
No,
Yeah?
you don't say.
Secondly, this was dug out not with trowel and spade or hammer and chisel, but with implements identical in dimension to what the thing outside Tess's room was using to climb the walls.
Mm.
Odds are this might be its lair. Or at the very least, someplace it's been frequently.
Yeah.
I will say for flavor, like part of the reason she was able to roll so well is that her this strange little doll thing was also kind of scuttling around.
I will say, everybody kind of roll intelligence, I guess. Just flat intelligence, no skill.
Oh goody.
All of us, or
Everybody can roll it.
Nat 19!
Okay.
Shout out to my favorite D&D podcast, Nat 19. You guys are the real ones.
Okay. So, it occurs particular to Kesbeck that this probably isn't a lair. But if the thing is collecting human body parts, this may be a dumping ground for excess body parts that are now rotting beyond what the thing can use.
That's a good hunch there.
Merrick also kind of realizes this, and so does Vesta once she thinks about her theory a little bit more about this being its lair.
Vesta thinks for a little bit. On second thought, not a lair, more of a dumping ground, maybe?
Yeah.
yeah. It looks like this, since the only thing we see is the leftover or decaying parts.
Yeah, the only thing you see are very rotted, very heavily decayed flesh. You really can't even tell what most of the organs are. They're just blackened from decay and mostly liquified. And the bones appear to be very broken.
Yeah. I was trying to build the argument of why we.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
So, guys, it doesn't really look. I agree that it's not a lair, since you see all the body parts here are very, very decayed, so it cannot be much use for anything, probably.
Well. Very accurate.
So, yeah.
I will say this about you two. Out of your entire band of misfits that I've met so far, you two now have my respect. And he looks hard at Vesta, and my suspicion.
Vesta, for the record, has the strange little doll creature has returned to her shoulder.
So, what will you do now?
If anything, we should probably get in touch with your cohorts at the guard station. They're going to need to come investigate this properly.
Yes, they will. Holy car.
What the heck? Who did that come out of?
Not I, said the DM as he contemplates more horrors.
Oh, no. Anyway, so... yeah, Vesta just...
Are you... Yeah.
We should probably look into the rest of the chambers, and from there, report back to the guard outpost and see what we can find.
Yes, I think I don't.
Okay.
I
You guys
don't.
gonna go... You guys gonna walk around, check the other chambers and stuff?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and give me perception checks for each chamber. You can go ahead and add a +5 situation bonus, given that you guys kind of know what you're looking for now.
Wow, double nat ones! Kespec doesn't see shit.
Kazbek is probably a bit too suspicious of the surprise! Guess who knows how to do blood magic?
So yeah, Kazbek is
Probably keeping a
busy keeping a very close eye on
Vesta's mini-me.
on Vesta. He does notice that Vesta also has a nice butt.
Kespec, who hasn't had a sexual thought since he was a lieutenant in the guard.
Notices that she has a nice butt, yes.
In the back of his head, he just goes... He remembers one of his guardsmen who jokingly said, if you don't go to a brothel soon, you'll stop thinking straight.
Starts
And
wondering,
he
was he right?
Yes.
So Merrick did checks for first the
Okay.
middle room and then for the right room. So
So for the first room, well, for this room right
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
Vesta got a 20, and for the final chamber, she got a 30.
Okay.
Yep.
So, in the first room, you actually find 2 more carved out parts of the walls, like the first one. In the second one, you guys find 3 more.
We may need every guardsman on shift today, Kazbek.
yeah.
Each one of these rooms probably holds the same thing. If you guys want to open them, you can. Do you, or you want to leave that for somebody else to deal with?
Let's go get the
I
rest
feel-
of the guard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go get the rest of the guard. I do ask this. With a 30 on the perception roll, does Vesta notice Kazbek apparently checking her out?
We'll say that she has noticed that Kazbek is keeping a very, very close eye on her. But she is unaware that his eyes are currently
more on the
glued
puppet
on her
than
butt.
she just kind of. I imagine she can feel him staring holes in her at this point.
Yeah.
Especially since he took a feat that allows him to do demoralize checks just by glaring at people. Yeah.
Is mini-me is the mini-me trying to flip off the spec or something for his stare?
No, it's made out of. It doesn't have
It doesn't have fingers.
It,
It's just a.
it is
It's
made
a little.
like
It's a little voodoo doll looking shit.
It's made like it's made like a little gingerbread man. It doesn't have fingers,
It's a little voodoo doll looking thing.
but cute and not creepy.
I mean, that depends on who you talk to. Kesbeck's apparently creeped out. So
Well, he's probably more creeped out because he saw her make it.
okay. So
But,
you guys
yeah.
checked all 3 rooms.
On the way out to go get the rest of the guard, Vesta kind of looks over at
Should-
Vespa. Kind of.
But
Sorry.
but
Well-
shouldn't we just send one to get the guards?
So as
To-
you guys
to-
pass through this location here,
Yeah.
I want everyone to make perception.
Again? Okay.
The normal
26 on my end.
Okay.
35.
Okay.
Give me 2 seconds. Gotta readjust the roller.
Dum, 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 dum.
There you go. 21.
Okay. Let me do a roll here. And
Oh,
you know
no.
what? I got me physical. Oh no, screw that.
Oh no.
Wunderbar. Alright. So, deeper in the sewage and water treatment plant, you hear something scraping against stone before it freezes, before suddenly it goes silent, and you hear very rapid tapping as something moves away from you guys. Also, Kez, roll me a reflex save.
It's a good thing I'm really good at these.
Actually, you know what?
Never mind. I'm shit.
That's too bad.
Hey, the 20's a 20.
That is a. Oh yeah, I know. A 20 is a 20.
I'm guessing you need to roll above a 20.
So that is.
We are 7th level in Pathfinder. These numbers get nutty. I don't feel safe unless I'm hitting 30s.
Let's see. What is your AC? 23. So Susan, I'm gonna need you to drop me 2 crocodiles. One of which having just exploded out of the water.
Two.
Well, yeah, exploded out of the sewage water, snapping its jaws at Kesbeck, and very, very narrowly missing. Kesbeck
Understood.
just barely reacts in time to just hop backwards right out of his reach, and he can feel the air pressure of this thing's jaw snapping on his crotch because its head is at waist height.
Don't like that. Even if I am a snake and those things retract, that's still scary.
It probably should be, yeah. It's a very, very powerful bite.
Despite having a charisma of 18, he hasn't really gotten to use those yet, so
Yeah, I'm
don't
gonna.
want them gone at this point.
So, Kesbeck, you are here.
Everybody.
The other two, just kind of situate yourselves on the path, wherever you're at.
I am here, you're saying?
I had you here.
Here.
Yeah.
Cool.
And go ahead and give me control of my crocky boys. One of my favorite animals.
May God have mercy on us all.
Oh no.
Just
I know thinking that splitting the party wasn't just a great idea after all.
Yeah, I am a
never
little bit
is.
more prone to violence than Susan is.
Well, look at it from the bright side, Bronze. It will not be a TPK at least.
it can't be a
It can't be a-
TPK.
No, it can't be TPK since half of the party is away.
Elsewhere.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun. Bam, 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 ba, da, 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 da. I don't know where I got these battle music songs in my head. Okay. Anyway.
There you go.
Awesome. So, everybody, roll for initiative.
Again.
Again.
Yeah. I have +2 again. And it was the Dex modifier.
Where the hell did I put that pen? Oh, here we are.
Again, I feel like Kespec's not going
Oh,
to be able to contribute to this fight.
Why do you say that?
I'm hoping that is different since I gave you a little bit beefier of
Opponent?
Oh yeah, it's a little bit
Oh.
beefier. So that guy.
Well, Kesbeck, you're going first!
Really? 2
Not
nat
gonna be-
1 initiatives.
To be fair,
What?
surprise giant fuck-off crocodile emerging from the poo water.
Yep. So
That's
one
stinks.
more roll.
Actual shit, guys.
The dice
these
gods
guys are-
giveth, the dice gods taketh away. Show us what you got!
All right, let me finish my initiative chart here. Ooh. Okay,
Ugh,
so
pop my jaw.
Not
well,
good,
where's
not good,
Kaz's 10?
not good, not good, not good, not good, not good, not good, not good.
Yeah, very not good. And then, who's got the higher,
Dex betwixt the two of
Dex.
us, probably Merrick.
I have a Dex
Okay.
of 5 of 20, so Dex modifier of 5.
Yeah, you go
Okay, well-
ahead.
Okay, so we're gonna put, that's at 0, and then Merrick at 1. Alright, so, Blue Crocodile. He moves up onto the ground here, blocking Vesta,
Mm-hmm.
and then he is going in with a bite attack.
On who, by the way?
Vesta, she is the one who is directly in his path.
Okay. Second. Okay, it didn't move anywhere near me. Okay.
Yeah. We're dealing with the blue first.
I know, I was looking at stats, didn't see it move. Pop back to the map.
Okay. Does a 28 hit?
That's an honest question in Pathfinder, actually.
Yes, it does. By 4.
Okay. So,
Actually, wait.
You
I
were-
do have a. Vesta does have a shield that does not change the hit or not.
mhm.
She has a shield taking her AC from 24 to 26, but she could not get that arm up in time.
Okay. So you take 7 piercing damage,
Could be worse.
and let's see, what are the grab rules actually? What are the grab rules in Pathfinder? Just contested athletics or something?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. So roll yourself your athletics save, and hope you pass.
Roll the save, make peace with your god. So it's contested athletics?
Yep. You just got a 19.
26.
Okay, so it bites you. The crocodile bites you, getting your leg, but you manage to yank your leg out from its teeth, preventing it from getting its grip on you.
So I take 7 points of damage?
Yeah, 7 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
Yeah.
Send help.
Yep. From there. The crocodile will go ahead and try to make another bite attack. Ooh. There's a 24 hit.
Because she has her shield, no.
Okay. So the crocodile man tries to lunge again, and you manage to bat its jaws away with its shield. Second
Yes.
crocodile's turn. Because I knew we were excited to hear that, weren't we, friends?
Oh yeah.
That's a nat 20 on Kesbeck.
Uh-oh.
Fucking do it.
Good thing you have a lot of HP.
You're gonna need it now, babe. Alright, so we are going to kick that up to 2d4 plus 4. Ooh. Oh, that's not nice. That's 20 piercing damage.
Ooh, ow, oh, it hurt.
I just... whatever. Okay, and now... let's see. Give me 1 sec.
Mm-hmm.
8. Roll contested athletics.
I have rolled my athletics a check.
You got 26.
He's 20.
You beat it.
I need to get a 26 to beat it.
You need to you need to match 26.
I fail.
Crocodile grabs you.
Beautiful.
It now has
crocodile. Yeah, it now has you, and it does what crocodiles usually do,
Mm-hmm.
and it pulls you in.
Great.
you. Into the poo water you go.
So, yeah, we're gonna say you are right there. Go ahead and put your move yourself.
Whip.
It then proceeds to do the other thing crocodiles usually do, and proceeds to death roll.
Okay.
So, there's a 21.
Does a 21 hit or
Yeah, there's a 21 hit.
no?
Okay. So, the crocodile snaps its jaws, grabs you basically by the torso, and then just yanks you off your feet, drags you into the water with it. It then proceeds to start a death roll, but you manage to grab a hold and hold on to its snout and just roll with the crocodile rolling. So it's really more just swirling you around in the poo water.
Pudding substance.
It's rolling a guard captain in the pool. That thing is in for it.
So I
Yes.
suspect Kesbeck is absolutely livid. So,
Livid is a way to describe his current state of being.
As well as filthy.
Kez, it's now your turn. What are you going to do about this?
Well, seeing that I just forced it to fail its big thing, I'm going to dig my fingers into the snout And first action, intimidating glare. I'm going to demoralize it, even if it can't understand my language.
Okay.
I need to make
Well-
an intimidation check versus its will DC.
Okay. DC, I'm guessing, is just plus 10 plus its normal save.
Yeah.
Okay. You need to beat a 15.
Well, with a plus 17, I feel like I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
25.
All
Which,
right.
isn't that a critical success?
That is, in fact, a critical success. Creature is frightened 2.
Yep. And now that I've successfully demoralized it, I get a thing of panache.
What sort of class is Casback?
Swashbuckler.
Swashbuckler.
Oh, this will be fun!
Yeah.
If Swashbuckler... you go first.
So I now have a thing of panache. I am going to make a rapier strike at full bonus because that doesn't tick down my my base attack bonuses.
I am going to say that since you're swirling around in poo water right now, it is a -2 to your attacks
Okay.
right now.
So it's a -2, but then it's a +3 from precise strike because I have panache.
Okay. Roll it.
Yep. So that is, dude, 29 to hit.
You crit. So,
Click that crit.
roll me 2 dice in your modifier.
All that dice total up to. We got a 4 on the D6 plus 3, plus a 1 on the D8 of piercing, because rapiers have deadly D8, so when I crit, I get a D8. And then plus 3d6 of piercing from using my finisher, getting rid of my panache. All multiplied times 2 for the rapier's critical times 2. That is 37 points of damage.
So, fucking hell. You rolled 2 of each dice? Alright, whatever.
No, I just did the times 2.
Okay. So, yeah, you basically take your rapier and shove it in one eye and out the other, with the brain in the middle. The crocodile's
Great!
dead. The crocodile is dead. Its jaws are still clamped shut on you. So you're going to need to make that 26 save to get off of it. Fortunately, it is floating, so you're probably not going to drown in the shit pool.
Great. Before I do my third action to try to get out of the mouth, reaction!
Okay.
I took the swashbuckler feat, you're next. After downing a foe, I can promise another one I'm coming after them. Attempting an intimidation check with a +2 circumstance bonus to demoralize another creature.
Okay.
So,
Go ahead and roll it.
that is a 25 to demoralize the other croc. That is a 6 on the die, by the way. I just have a +19 to this shit.
Okay. The crocodile is the other crocodile is you crit frightened him. So yeah, he is we'll just swap those.
So I got my panache back.
So
I have
he
my panache
is
back.
This crocodile is quite frightened of you right now.
Beautiful. I have my panache back now. And now I will make that athletics check to get out of the mouth.
Roll it.
I am still in the mouth. I end my turn in the mouth. That is a 22.
You're in
So
the
you
mouth, and you are
you're in the mouth of a dead fuck.
marinating, and you are marinating in the poo pudding.
Enjoy.
Ah,
I am so sorry
Alright.
about this, my friend.
Merrick's turn.
I
What
just-
are you going to do whilst he is marinating in the poo water?
I just did a
He's
beauty of a
marinating.
turn.
He's
You were
marinating.
very effective. You were
But
very
what-
effective.
But he's marinating with a dead croc, and there's this other croc that's not dead.
Yeah,
so-
there is a not dead live croc right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
It is frightened.
It is very frightened.
What happened? What's the effect of a frightened croc? Except that it's
Penalty equal to the value for checks and DCs. So he has a -2 on all of his checks and DCs.
but I'll shoot at him with my bow.
Roll it.
So
You
Thir-
certainly hit. Let's see, 30. God damn. Wait, that's a nat 20. Wait, no, that's not a nat 20. Never mind. Fuck. So.
I think
Plus
that might
one on
be.
your bow?
I think that might be a 10. I think that might be a 10 or above. 6.
That is well above. So, you crit.
yeah, and how much damage will that be? That's
Roll your dice.
D6 plus 5 first.
and then you double it.
Yeah, and then I have a deadly D10. What that is?
That means when
Add
you
a
crit, you
D10.
slap on a D10.
Add an additional
Yep.
D10 to your doubled.
Yeah. So D6 plus 2.
Gotta love the dead.
So,
Gotta
you know,
love
2d6
the
plus a
deadly
D10 plus your D10.
So it's 2d6 plus
2d6 plus
plus
your
4.
modifier plus the D10.
Isn't it doubled instead of 2d6?
Some.
It's
Uh,
2d6.
I assumed that. I think Rep is doing the double roll 2 dice. I acted without checking, and
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Rep.
It is what it is.
So it's 2d6
It was
plus
a banger of a turn, so I'm not going to complain too much.
So is the modifier added twice as well, or just the dice?
Just-
The die.
Just the once with the modifier.
Yeah. So it's 2d6 plus 2 first, and then there's a d10. So
Yeah, then you add the D10.
yeah. So then there's 13.
13?
Yeah.
All right. So that crocodile is very unhappy. 30 plus minus 3. Okay. So that is one action. You have 2 more. What's next?
What can
You
I
can-
do? Can I shoot more, or can I do other? Or
You can attack again. Every sequent attack is a -5.
yeah,
You can move. That is also an action.
yeah,
And you know you could do whatever your character is able to.
yeah,
If you really want to, you could dive in and try to help Kezbek out of the poop
yeah,
water.
yeah. I'll do that and hope that Vestat can take care of this. That I injured the croc enough to make.
For her to take care
So
of it.
I'll move in and try to help Kesbeck.
Okay, so moving in there is going to be an action.
Yeah.
try and pry the crocodile's jaws open will also
Yeah.
be an action. So go
Yeah.
ahead and roll athletics to try and open that croc's lockjaw.
Let's see, a D20.
Or should it be called crocjaw?
I will punch you.
You will need a deep cleaning of your skin and new clothes after this.
Ah,
We just
I rolled.
assume this man will probably. We just assume Kazbek will probably be spending a substantial amount of time just boiling himself.
Okay, roll the.
Next time Keswick sheds, those scales are
Hey,
going to
guys.
be burned.
Anyways, sorry, Merrick.
Yeah.
Right.
I rolled 2 D20s instead of 1, so pick one of
Yeah.
them. But
Okay. You
So
don't
it's-
manage to get the crocodile's jaws
No.
open. Kazbek has loosened it up a little bit, but you don't.
No.
You still don't have the power to pry those teeth open.
no.
And that is your turn, Vesta. What will you do about the terrified and now injured crocodile standing in front of you that tried to bite you and has not succeeded so far?
We are going to do one of Vesta's new spells.
Yay!
It's a level 4 spell then.
Shoot magical pew pew.
Yes, we are going to be using the spell, we are going to be using the spell, Petal Storm. She feels comfortable and safe casting it now that now that there aren't people immediately around her.
Sailor Moon magic.
More like freaky.
Star!
Is she doing it? Does this include a magical girl transformation?
No. That's some other stuff she could be doing.
That just
I
makes
thought
it even better.
warlocks were more closer to magicals.
Anyway, so she is going to cast it, and any creature that enters the storm or starts its turn in the storm is cut up by the petals.
So it needs to make a reflex save.
Yes. So basically, the other two members of the party can see this, assuming Kazbek has his head above the poo pudding.
He does, yes. Ooh. It got a 9.
That's a 10 under, so that's a crit fail on the DC.
Okay, it does not have any details for the critical fail.
It does not, sadly.
So we will say that crit fail is just a normal fail
Yeah.
since it doesn't have a crit fail condition.
Yep.
So the crocodile is
In that case, it takes...
engulfed in slashing petals.
Yep, and it takes, it takes 13 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Now, it can...
Is it 5 health?
Yep, and the duration is a minute. Now, this spell does not have the concentration tag, which means I can do something else while this storm is still going.
Okay. Now it is 2 actions to cast this, right?
Yes, it is 2 actions, so all I can cast is all I can do is a 1.
Okay. So what will you do? You want to dive in the poop water to help Merrick get Kazbek out?
The thing is, I don't know if the petal swarm will follow me or not.
Yeah, that's fair. It doesn't say it will, but yeah.
No, I can't actually... Now, if I had more actions to burn, I could yeet some healing magic Kazbek's way, but with the 1 point left, it's still just 1.
Yeah.
So, Vesta's final action. I think she's gonna. Actually, I don't think she's gonna really do anything else.
Okay. So she's done with this turn?
Yes.
Okay, back up to the crocodile. So between the terror and the grievous injuries this crocodile is going through, this animal is going to do what any animal would do in this situation, and he is
Out.
bailing. Yeah, he is taking his leave, and he is not
Coming back.
Yeah, he just hisses and then just throws himself in the water, and he's gone.
Okay.
There's nothing.
Disappears under the bottom and gone.
Yeah. I will say that Vesta does take a moment to will take an action to cancel the spell early, causing the petals to fall harmlessly to the ground.
Vesta, give me a spell check against your own spell DC real fast.
To see if I can cancel that shit early.
No, just do it anyway.
Okay. I'm frightened. What's the stat I'm using?
Your normal spell attack versus your spell DC.
Okay. My spell attack's a plus 15, so I just need to get above a 10. Base roll of 14 plus 15, that's 29.
Okay, so the petal storm that you have engulfed yourself in has left you smelling fresh as it leaves you smelling freshly perfumed.
Much to her, Deep just like,
Yeah, you smell very nice right now.
for reasons, and there's also
There's also
potpourri everywhere.
Yeah, there's also a fuck ton of flower petals on the ground. So,
Vesta is going to look at the others and completely not giving a single shit about the fact that she should be happy she doesn't smell like a sewer. She is going to go help free Kazbek.
Okay.
Just in we go.
Alright, well, go ahead and give me an athletics check as you dive into the poop soup.
The unpleasantness.
And work on prying those jaws open.
And it's athletics?
Yep.
Poop. Never poop a soup.
That... We're all
That's
12.
called diarrhea. That's called diarrhea.
And is a bad time for all parties involved. That is a 14 plus 13, that is 27.
Yeah, you managed to just pretty easily pry those jaws open.
Just
and
grab
get
bottom jaw,
loose.
grab upper jaw, and just...
Yeah. Between those two struggling with it and the fact that it is now dead, you just
Pop that thing
pop
open.
it open. Pop it open with surprising ease. Probably may embarrass the other two with the fact that you just swam out there.
One
And
of them was in a bad position. The other one is like 3 feet tall.
yeah.
Vesta will then sort of help the other two to shore and just get out. Who needs healing?
Well, I'm okay, but I think Kaspek took quite a hit.
I can deal with that. 3 action cast of the spell Heal. This basically gives it a 30-foot AoE. And she will be using her casting focus to act as the material component.
Okay. So,
My question is, how much does that heal?
we have a full heal on the die. That is a D8.
Okay.
It's the best I can do.
So do I roll it or do you?
I did. You got an 8. You got 8 HP back.
Oh,
As did
you said that's
everyone. As did everyone else in the 30-foot burst.
Okay, you said a full heal on the die. That's a D8, and I'm like, what does that mean?
Yeah, basically you are now up 8 HP. Let me see if I have any more healing spells at my disposal. You know what, I can just...
Also, several of the rats in the area are looking a little bit better too. Kind of, they're a little bit of wounds and infections are kind of healed up a little bit as they scurry away. This, however, does not stop them from diving into the poop water to start gnawing on the crocodile's corpse.
Actually, so question.
Yes.
The 2-action casting of heal says if you're healing a living creature, increase the hit points restored by 8. Does that also apply to the 3-action version?
Sure.
Okay, in that case, Kesbeck, you are up by 16.
Okay.
So
I'm nearly full.
Yeah, and she'll cast the 1-action version just to see if she can get you up the rest of the way. That is a 6 on the die.
Yeah, no, after the 8, I needed 4 hit points. You're good.
Just... So she kind of wipes off her hand on her armor and just kind of gently pokes you on the forehead and just... Vroom! You are now fully healed. You all good?
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So, did anybody else hear all that weird noise before the crocodiles popped out to get us? Or wait, was that just Kesbeck who heard that?
Y'all heard that.
Yeah.
So we should probably go get the others to investigate that.
Yep.
Yeah.
You want?
Although we should probably clean up first.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Do I have anything that can help with this?
If Ander was there, he would, but,
Ander is
he's not.
Ander is not present. If Ander were here, he'd be able to help. But sadly, he is not, so I'm afraid we may have to go... She looks at Kesbeck. Are there showers available anywhere nearby?
The guards' rooms.
Great! Can we go there, please?
I suppose we could.
Thank you
Yeah,
very much.
The innkeeper would probably appreciate you not
Tracking that
failing
shit.
that literal shit into his van, yeah.
He would deeply appreciate us not trailing literal shit into his establishment.
Like what happened in our sponsors game at that one point.
Yes, they would deeply appreciate us not doing that to them. Anyways, Vesta kind of does what she can to get most of it off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So while you guys are getting cleaned up, there's not going to be much to roleplay at the library. If you guys would like to roll some
we are
check.
rapidly past the point where we usually stop for lunch.
Yeah, I'm trying to bring this up to the stopping point I intend. This isn't
Fair
going to
enough.
take very long.
So it's basically going to be us rolling some checks, okay?
Yeah, roll some checks, see what you find.
Okay, what check do I need to roll?
Perception. Fuck it.
Perception,
You're looking
okay.
for books. You're looking
Okay.
for books in the library.
36. It's more or less anything that could explain what the hell is going on here.
So the library does. You find that the library has some books on Delia. A lot of it is just basic history and culture. There is a
Here's
book
my
on Delia and wildlife, but that does not reveal anything useful. Seems like the library is kind of a dead end for this.
okay, and this is for that was for any books on the subject. This is
Yeah,
for what I know off the top of my head, since again, nobility with no, I am a noble, and statecraft is main.
Okay, so what do you get?
First one was the 24 is for books on the subject. 19 is for what's off the top of my head.
Okay, so Ed, what you know of Delia? It does have a significant military force that pretty much leaves it where the Empire leaves them alone. They do engage in diplomatic discussion, and there is a lot of trade, particularly magical items from Delia. Beyond this, you don't know of anything regarding the country that would be related to these killings, especially since you're pretty far away from Delia's borders.
Okay, so it's a neighboring empire.
Kingdom, yeah, but yeah.
Pretty tough. It's a pretty tough neighbor, one we have to deal with. Doesn't appear to be there. This doesn't appear to be an MMO. Wait, would this city be? Is this city near the border, or is?
You are well away from the Delian border. It's not
Okay, so
on the other side of the empire, but you're.
So this is
travel.
so if they want this place, they're gonna have to go through a lot more of the. Yeah, this doesn't appear to be.
The method also does not appear to be Delia's usual military systems.
All right, this is. However, what about their official stance? Do they view themselves as our adversary or our ally?
Delia is and in terms of its relationship with the Empire, Delia is very wary of the Empire, as the Empire has repetitively expanded its borders. So the Delian military does have standing guard against the Empire should the Empire start expanding their borders in their direction. However, Delia is generally non-aggressive towards the Empire and does engage in diplomacy, and there is free and open trade between Delia and the Empire.
Okay, so Delia's not an out-and-out enemy of the Empire people. I told my researchers. And this isn't this definitely would be the first time and if this is an official government action, this would be the first time they do it. I significantly doubt this is official. Could be a rogue mage, it could just be something that some sort of experiment that got misfiled and sold and just gone horribly
Busted.
that seems to be more likely at this.
Okay. So unless you guys have something else you want to do after the library.
Alright, that's about it. We've gotten what we need. We've gotten
what you can out of the library. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotten what we can, didn't find anything.
Okay. So after reconvening at the inn, it is late afternoon. You guys have several hours. if you're going to deal with this thing during the its active period at night, you may want to
Rest
get
up.
some rest. Yeah.
No.
Susan, what does Tess do when she gets to her room?
Tess is going to be. Tess sort of sits down in her. Sits down on the bed. She did use magic to repair the window.
Okay.
Solely so it wasn't on the party's bill when they checked out.
Okay, when did she do that?
I would say she did that while she was getting ready to go to the library.
Okay, cool.
So she just sort of sits down on the bed and starts kind of just twiddling her thumbs. Because normally right now she would be talking to Ander about what she learned and kind of bouncing ideas off of him.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
Thank God I gave Tess a stat block.
Yeah!
I have a bad feeling about this. Just bad.
Yeah.
Grand total, let's see, grand total of 22.
Okay. So Tess notices out the window a scrap of cloth, of very filthy cloth, had torn off and is hanging from the windowsill. Upon closer inspection, she notices a very thin gap in the windowsill where the lock on the window is, as if a very thin knife has been wedged in. And she notices that the lock has a cut in it, as if something had taken the time to saw through the metal.
Excuse me a moment, I need to make a die roll.
You don't need to make a die roll. That's just what you have found.
This is a die roll due to the situation with Tess's head.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, that ain't good for the rest of the party. Okay, so due to the fact that this thing freaked the fuck out of Tess last night, and now the idea that it has damaged one of her avenues of safety,
Tess clocked out, didn't she?
Tess has hot swapped.
Okay. I rolled a dice to select which dragon if you'd like.
I can take care of that.
Okay.
Actually, if you have like a table or something, what does a 2 get me for who's at the wheel at the moment?
That would be Blue Mommy.
Oh, fun. So
this would be the mob boss.
Oh, good. So, I guess you could say Tess. Because these others have never actually introduced themselves. She just grabs the scrap of cloth from the windowsill, and her body language completely different, once again, just walks back over to her room's door.
Scales are now blue. Eyes glowing blue. Probably maybe a little bit of crackling electricity because of how pissed this dragon would be.
Yep. Just
This is the
sort
part where
of-
the mob boss wants to make the offender an example.
Just, I imagine the party is downstairs discussing events.
Yeah.
So they hear the door that connects to Tess's room just slam open with a bang, almost akin to cannon fire.
Akaki just puts her hands on her sword, expecting well,
Unpleasantness.
yeah.
Ed smiles and grabs his sword, expecting unpleasantness.
Considering this is Tess, Akaki definitely isn't smiling.
Susan, I would say that your Tess's blue mother would consider Ed and the red shirts as a whole to be useful idiots.
Okay. So
Every
Tess,
good
or
mob
at
needs a
least-
mook.
Tess, or at least Tess's body, because they notice that, similar to the display from last night, one of her other scale colors has come to prominence, but this time the color that's come to prominence is blue.
Akaki just goes, okay, who are you and what are you doing in Tess's body right now?
That
Adam Blue,
is
I presume.
That is a matter for later. She, with a surprising degree of strength for a 13-year-old, slams the piece of cloth down on the table. It was in her room.
Akaki now has a similar demeanor as this woman. And she just
Now I will
goes,
say that it likely did this from the outside.
Yes, but the fact of the matter is she was able to get the cloth without opening the window.
Oh,
Ed
yeah.
was-
Okay, we'll say
Ed's
It's-
smile, as stated, is now visibly visibly annoyed that now her room is compromised.
It cut the lock and was in her room.
Akaki just looks at Tessa's body and goes, okay, what's the plan?
The security protocol.
The plan is that you lot will find this thing and render it asunder, such that it can never lay a hand on anyone else ever again. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Good.
ma'am.
Good. Now, in the meantime, because her current quarters are compromised, new ones will have to be found, preferably one without a window. That gave it an avenue in. That cannot be allowed to stand. Also, we'll probably need to have the lock repaired.
We'll see what we can do.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure last time I checked, didn't Akagi get a room with no window?
I guess, probably.
Yeah. She definitely does not, considering she didn't know what it was mixed with her phantasmophobia, she definitely didn't want to get it any sort of access to her that can easily be compromised. She just looks right at this person and goes, go to my room, it's safe.
Good. Thank you. She just looks at... was Tess present for the sharing of information?
We'll say she was.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. She just kind of looks at Kesbeck. It's getting ballsy.
Wonderful.
And looking at Tess's face, or at least the face of Tess's body. Kesbeck, you probably feel like you're being weighed and measured.
And I will say that judging that this is an adult blue dragon, probably found unworthy.
Yeah, he does notice some little sparks are jumping between her scales.
Wonderful.
If anyone needs me, I'm going to rest.
Oh,
Back
and
upstairs.
because if there's any one type of dragon that you would be familiar with, it would be blue and brown.
Okay.
So, just future reference.
Awesome.
So,
I would say that's a good place to call it for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was my intended ending.
Fantastic. So, thank you all very much for stopping by. We will be back again next week. I hope to see you all again soon. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.
Toodles.
And